The hit Cartoon Network show, Adventure Time, is full of jokes and references to pop culture and video games, and it seems only fitting that Finn and Jake would end up in a video game sooner or later. As shown by South Park: The Stick of Truth, licensed games don't have to be crappy anymore and can do justice to the source material, and also entertain both fans of the original and self-respecting gamers. The universe of Adventure Time was not only featured in smartphone games, but large console titles. In this feature, we'll take a look at those console games set in the world of Adventure Time. And you guessed it, it's time to do some adventuring with Finn and Jake.
Oh, what's on the menu, BMO?
Adventure Time. Hey Ice King, why'd you steal our garbage? With the 2012 release is the first on our list. The plot is summed up pretty well by the title. Our heroes wake up one day to find out that our favorite villain, the evil Ice King, has stolen their garbage and is constructing a garbage princess. Because, you know, he has a thing for princesses. The side-scrolling homage to Legend of Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link has received overall positive reviews and has managed to capture the wacky and at times random sense of humor of the original and the characters from the show. For example, Jake would often become the bridge or protect us with an ear shield. In the game world, we are free to traverse the kingdom and enter locations which are set in 2D. The game was released on the DS and the 3DS, with BMO accompanying us on the lower screen. The Zelda-like design gave us quests, puzzles, and gathering of special, and sometimes less special items. Despite positive reactions from the fans, some have complained about the game's short length, as it took around 4 to 5 hours to complete. Overall, however, after a few smartphone games, Adventure Time has been treated to a worthy console debut.
Oh, yeah!
Time for mischief.
After the first adventure game by WayForward Studios, we got to adventure with Jake and Finn again in 2013 in Adventure Time: Explore the Dungeon Because I Don't Know. This title was similar to another RPG classic, the PC hack-and-slash Diablo, offering 4-player co-op. Sadly, the game had little of the show's charm and offered bland and repetitive gameplay, which came as a surprise considering the fact that WayForward created the previous game on our list. The isometric dungeon crawler was released on Wii U, Xbox 360, PS3, PC, and the 3DS, and as some fans lament, it was a waste of potential of the source material. A wide range of characters available for the co-op were a nice treat, but it didn't improve the gameplay very much. The dungeons were boring, the RPG elements making Diablo fun were gone, and the only motivation was loot. Adventure Time: Explore the Dungeon Because I Don't Know was basically another cash grab based on the beloved license, and we don't know why we should play it again.
Princesses? Check. Monsters? Check. Temples? Check.
So, what time is it?
Adventure Time!
WayForward were given a second chance after a mishap that was their previous game. Adventure Time: The Secret of the Nameless Kingdom was another Nintendo-inspired title, being largely similar to typical Zelda games, and to be exact, Link to the Past. As Finn and Jake, we ventured to the titular brand new area to explore temples and save 3 princesses, with Choose Goose and Ice King giving us quests from time to time. The game was released on the 360, Vita, PS3, Wii U, and PC, and has received overall mixed and positive reviews. It was a good compensation after their previous foray into the Kingdom of Ooh, but it lacked originality overall, being only a good Zelda clone. Also, the graphics could have used some work, and minor issues, like for example the hit detection, made us feel as if the game was rushed, despite being an overall solid title for the fans of the show and those looking for a Zelda-inspired experience. In the end, the new Adventure Time game was still way better than the previous one.
When a grouchy bunch of bad guys make trouble for innocent citizens, there's only one detective duo, dynamic enough to save the day.
Finn and Jake Investigations to the rescue!
The recently released Jake and Finn Investigations takes a different approach, mixing up the third-person perspective and point-and-click elements, also offering voiceover from the cast, which was praised in the previous games. Although we haven't played it yet, first impressions are largely positive, as a lesser-known developer, Vicious Cycle, has managed to craft a satisfying experience for the fans of the show, with, once again, the game length being the most noticeable flaw. With a universe such as the one of Adventure Time, a developer can take various approaches. As with South Park, it took a while to figure out that the RPG is the best genre for the adaptation. with games such as racers, shooters, and tower defense having been released before. Most Adventure Time games have been okay, but Finn and Jake are yet to star in a game that will do justice to the popular show. Thanks for sticking around, and for more features and game guides, stick around at GamePressure. Until next time.